Speaking the truth, I'm gonna get canceled for saying this. I think it's 100% coming from Jewish people. I used to be one of those blue-haired liberal women, and then I realized one day, and I was like, they want to destroy, white people. They want to get rid of the goyim. They think we're cattle.
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone should quit paying their taxes.
Fuck hookers and do cocaine. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Kids at home, don't do that.
Freedom of vice isn't necessarily the truest freedom.
They're trying to make us stupid. That's why men's testosterone levels have decreased, freaking 70%? Guys nowadays have the same testosterone levels that, a 70-year-old man had, 20 years ago. These seem relatively high.
The Jews. It was definitely the Jews.
I'm telling you, getting rid of bullying has created a bunch of soy boys doing things they shouldn't be, like wearing cattails, wearing cat ears out in public. What are you doing?
This is my friend. It's his first day in America.
It's my first time in America.
Hey, welcome. Go skydiving, go to Juneau, hit the zip line, and go snow machining.
There's literally millions of lakes in Alaska.
Millones de montañas y millones de lagunas.
How do you feel to be American?
I'm proud. I love it. America. 250 years ago, a bunch of great men came together and founded this nation. Okay.
You're from Mexico. Why the fuck did you come to Lake Trivia, Alaska on our birthday? Is 4th of July 4th? The birthday of USA? That's good enough with me. Okay. Rock on.
It's 4th of July, America 250. How do you feel about the current state of affairs in the country?
Well, they're about as corrupt as you can get. It doesn't get any better, and it won't get any better.
Do you guys think we have another 250 left in
The
us?
girl at the beginning.
I'm not yet.
This is a great video. Look, I mean, this is Alaskans.
America's the best place on earth. It's a free country. This is the best place on earth.
Alaska might be the freest part of America.
Canadian, Mexican, British, French. You can become an American, and that's special.
I will say this.
America.
My amigos treat me better than my family. My familia. Way better than my familia.
You think we're going to make it another 250?
With the bullshit that's going on today,
I don't know about that.
they give you the
I
percentage.
got my shoebox.
I think it means an awful lot to be an American.
Italy.
You're supposed to have freedom. The more regulations, rules, and laws, the less freedom you have.
There is no freedom. We're all slaves. I go to work every day for 10, 12 hours, and I get maybe...
Well, all those were unreleased, and he was gonna put them on his website, but I just put them on his YouTube.
For all that. Shouldn't be paying for water.
He wants his website to have all content creators. He doesn't want to be the main
If
guy.
we go another 100 years, I'd be surprised. History says it will not make it. With all the fraud that is going on from the politicians and everybody else, it's going to burn down and be taken over. Canada won't be okay. No country will be okay.
Canada won't be
Mexico
okay.
won't be okay.
Ojalá sí. I believe.
And what's going on today at the event?
Oh, there's just a bunch of rednecks getting out having fun.
Hey everybody, happy 4th of July. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, this is I saw this covered by like 10 channels. Danny Duncan, 1320 video always covers this. They actually had a car they threw off of the thing for Kyle. But the fucking, there's like 40 YouTubers at this car throwing thing. This was very entertaining. They do it every year.
Behind me, there's about 400 Americans waiting to use the restroom. I'm going to try and talk to some of them and figure out what it means to be American and what's their favorite thing about being free. Question, what does it mean to be an American?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know enough to speak scientifically, but data centers. AI is the end of the world. I just feel like it's not good. It's not good. I've been seeing some
Oh shit.
so much water and everything.
And Renzo's on the door. Oh shit.
Que sí se pueden hacer cosas. Si tienes
Happy 250th anniversary.
I'll do it like this.
We made it. So can you tell us your name and your connection to the event?
Yeah, my name is Aspen Garfield. I'm part of the Garfield family that homesteaded out here in the 70s, and we're close family friends with Ernie.
And what can you tell us about the history?
Real
It
Ernie.
started with the Lock and Fireworks. Usually there's a burn ban here, and we just started pulling wreckers and beater cars from everybody's properties.
How many cars are they going to launch off there?
I'm guesstimating upwards of 38,
And how big was like the first event in terms of people?
maybe like 35 people. And it was like a couple cars. Like it was, I remember my cousin's Toyota.
He's not even in jail
Camry,
anymore.
How would you compare, like, I know it's hard to ballpark, but how many people do you think are here today?
So my aunt that does the ticket sales told me.
Yeah, if he was
1,000.
pardoned, then he would have had all his guns back.
Yes, it does. So homesteading here in Alaska is a little different. The state didn't exist till the late 60s. So anybody that was here before is considered.
I told you, he has to start making air gun videos.
Homesteaded in the 70s just off of.
But he probably can't even do that. They probably won't even let him do that.
That's what my grandpa came to build, was to help.
Well, I'll tell you this. Actually, they would let him do that. What am I talking about? All the air gun people are felons.
The Chuds. We got 'em all. We got
He
'em
needs to
all.
convert to air
We
guns,
love each
son.
other, but yeah, I think it brings the American essence of freedom of speech.
Air guns are just pellet guns. He needs to convert to that.
Right to drive fast with no helmets, right to launch cars.
Do you think America's going to make it another 250?
I don't know. I don't know about that. But for now we're here, and it's actually cool as shit.
Nah, dude. Air gun go hard, bro. Look up what a 22 is, bro. The one I got is the same as a 22. It's like the same thing.
What does it mean to be an American? Freedom.
Now, if I got one that was stronger, then it would be stronger. FPE is all that matters, Jimmy.
Want to travel further with a new car? Let's go. Our first stop is no annual fee cars. In the forest of savings, see cars that can help you earn rewards on
No, it doesn't.
Head to a Credit Karma shows you approval odds up front. So you
Look
can
up,
find with more confidence.
look it up. Look it up, Jimmy. Give me some bullet challenges. I'm telling you, give me some bullet challenges. I'll do it with my air gun, and you'll see. You got to come up with a good challenge, though. Not Jimmy. It goes the same FPS. It might be explosion power, but it goes the same FPS. Basically, supersonic. There's subsonic 22 rounds you can get that do 900 FPS. And people hunt with them. Subsonic, they do a 900 to 1,000 FPS.
He felt a non-emptiness he couldn't quite explain. To find fulfillment, he plunged himself into worldly pleasures. He chased
You know what I'm saying?
He described himself as a slave to lust. He even tried petty crime just for the thrill of it. He and his college friends, they called themselves...
They're called subsonic because they go slower than the speed of sound, which is 1,200 FPS. That's the speed of sound.
A Roman citizen and a pagan, wanted him to be a lawyer. But his mother, a Christian, worried about his soul. She prayed for him every day.
Yeah, 1,200 to 1,500 FPS. First off, the one I'm shooting isn't lighter.
They meant nothing to him. As he
And that's most air guns. I'm not shooting no 177 caliber. How about this, Jimmy? Compare a 22 to an Umarex Gauntlet. Look up that gun specifically. Umarex Gauntlet 30 cal. That's the exact one I got.
But Augustine couldn't stop seeing. At one point, he famously
Look up the Umarex Gauntlet 30 cal.
and self-control, but not yet.
I want you.
He was serious.
Don't get on this argument. I'm just saying, Jimmy, look up Umarex Gauntlet 30 cal versus 22.
This inner conflict tore him apart. Anxious, divided.
You gotta compare it. Nah, there's different ones.
He had no one to
I've shot both too, dude. I've shot real guns.
Self-improvement doesn't work when the problem
Trust me, Jimmy. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna agree with you 100%. There's probably nothing that'll match a 12 gauge shotgun.
Then one day,
I've shot a 22 LR rifle.
They heard a voice.
It's really not that crazier.
Take and lead. He picked up
I'm telling you, look up Umarex Gauntlet.
the first passage that caught his eye. Romans 13.
Look it up. I want to read what the AI says. You got to paste it in here.
As in the day, not in revelry and drunkenness, not in lewdness and lust, not in strife and envy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ, and make no provision for the flesh, to fulfill its lusts. He suddenly realized
No, look up Umarex Gauntlet versus a 22. Just look it up. Just type it right into AI.
In what sense?
No, just type it in. Just type it in.
Donald Trump. I think the Iran war was necessary.
Yeah, but just type it in, dude.
Paying extra money for gas either, but they're never going to have a nuclear weapon. Remove the threat, sponsoring terrorism all over the world. Hopefully that will end for good.
I think it's a reliable unit.
You think that's possible?
I do. I think Europe is a bigger problem right now with the immigration and all that stuff. Fuck you, Great Britain. Fuck you. Fucking teabag loving motherfuckers, dude. Try again.
Do you think we're ever gonna have
He
that
said,
kind of problem?
fuck you, Great Britain.
But I think we're getting rid of the problem.
Our friend here, he's from Mexico. He's here for the first time. He's been in the country on a tourist visa for 24 hours.
Awesome.
You think he could ask you a thing or two about the July 4th?
Sure.
Yeah, Josue.
El mejor canal de noticias en todo el mundo.
Hi.
Come back here.
It's my first time in America. What's the bucket list to things to do?
Visit all the national parks. This is a good place to start.
I probably should have spent a lot more money. I could have got a,
Cielo.
If you think that you live
alright, fag, dude. You're fucking gay, dude.
you're just lazy. So many
Ban this guy, dude.
salmon in the world.
Evil faggot.
You see a bear?
Yeah, we see bears all the time. They're around here a lot. They're not going to be around here right now because
I probably should have got an FX.
bears are a lot of the time.
FX or a Texas,
Lots of bears.
If you see a bear, make some noise if it's coming at you. If it's black, fight back. If it's not, then just
Air
chill.
Force
I don't even know, it
Texan.
might be vice versa.
Like American food? I like Mexican.
Nah, dude. Are you an evil faggot?
Tamales? I love tamales. Yeah.
Are you an evil faggot?
The drug cartels? Problem?
Yeah, it's a big.
Or are you a female?
Okay.
But
If you're a female,
this is with the government
you get the pass.
It's so intertwined with the government there that it's like eliminating the cartels almost impossible because they've evolved to more than a drug traffic.
I'm saying it could be a female. There is the 1% chance.
It's an endemic issue.
Yep. I agree.
Hey, what's up, guys? Now, what you're watching is something that most people don't come to Alaska for. Actually,
Oh, I found my missing battery.
for the stunning nature and wildlife. You know the type of stuff wildlife documentaries make.
I was
you
looking
buy
for
plane
this.
tickets for. And then there's Glacier View, which does have a view of a glacier, but also
Top
as you've
battery
seen, has
business.
The age-old tradition of launching cars off the cliff on the 4th of July, which is naturally the reason why we went there. Now, one
That
thing
is the
about
best
Glacier View
reason.
is it's remote, so when I was out there, I had little to no phone service at all, which really threw a wrench in our logistics. And as a world traveler, I know a lot about how not having your phone can really mess things up when you travel. And one thing I've learned from living a jet set out of a duffel bag lifestyle is not only that airlines will lose your luggage, but also how important it is to have internet the second you land somewhere new. This whole thing used to be a big problem because there's so much stuff you need your phone for. And without a handy dandy eSIM, you're either eating insane roaming fees or hunting
I don't
down
know
a
about
sketchy
that.
SIM card guide, some airport kiosk.
There's some nice ones.
Saley, the sponsor of this video, I don't have to deal with any of that. Saley is an amazing eSIM app that you and
And
I
maybe
can
because
download.
I invited
Before I
him
leave
to
anywhere,
watch.
I download it. Pick a data plan for whatever country I'm going to, and the second my flight lands, I'm tapped in. No lines, no physical SIM card, no bill waiting for me when I get home. Saley's setup takes only 2 minutes, and it's a one-time download. So the next trip you take, just add a new plan on Saley. Just go ahead and scan the QR code on screen right now and get a whopping 15% off. Pretty good deal. Saley also just added a new feature called Saley Phone Numbers. So now you can get an actual US phone line right there inside the app. That's right, a real US number that provides voice calls and SMS.
Well, there's definitely
You don't have to activate
that
no
class
radio,
of people
no
too, dude.
contract, and no flimsy little physical SIM card to put in your phone, especially for using apps that need a US number to work. They also have an ultra plan with lounge access and fast track security at the airport. There's
Ultra
simply no other
lounge.
service like Saley. So scan the QR code on screen right now, and as I mentioned, you'll get 15% off the Saley eSIM data plans. For real, do it. Just do it. You won't regret it. All right, back to the cars.
He literally put Shia LaBeouf in this
Vice
video.
president? Yeah, no. I liked him.
Back to the cars, dude. This is the type of Channel 5 videos that are good.
I liked what he said. I'm gonna be real.
Editor-in-chief of the Daily Stormer.
Yes, sir. Yes, he was. Yeah. Believe it or not, I used to be one of those those blue-haired liberal women, and then I realized and woke up one day and I was like, it's coming from Jewish propaganda. It's destroying America. Israel is trying to infiltrate us.
American first, not Israel first. Historically, nations
Shia in the dream rotation? I don't think so.
So why do you think
I feel like he'd bug out. But he also seems chill, so I don't know.
destroying the Islamic race and the Islamic religion because they oppress Israel? I mean, if they don't have to do it, they just subcontract it out to somebody else, and that's us.
They want to destroy, white people. They want to get rid of the goyim. They're pushing birth.
I don't even have a dream blown rotation. Dream blown rotation is all the people I know on the internet that have been good.
They are stripping us of our femininity.
And I know too many people on the internet.
Telling me I need to be the leader, I need to be the breadwinner, I need to be masculine. When in reality, that's destroying my nervous system, my cortisol levels. I think a woman is, meant to be at home, meant to be cooking, meant to be like having a farm, obviously having tasks and like her own little things she does. But a woman isn't supposed to be equal to a man because God created us to complement each other, not to be the same. I'm meant to, support my man.
They just had a bunch of stalkers. There was a stalker recently who had a showl or a howl. I don't know what you call it.
Who knows? We'll see.
But she totally seemed like she was onto something, because why would Shia LaBeouf even bother? Because all she did was post videos on her thing saying that Shia's her husband and that they're secretly married. And that was all she would say all the time. And then that was recently.
And the Germans have tried to do it twice in the last 100 years already.
Most people take that to the history.
That was a long time ago.
History, it's going to repeat itself.
That was actually a long time ago, the one that you're talking about. But the recent one is crazy. The recent Shia LaBeouf stalker thing is crazy, where they're married, and they're actually married. He's like, come on, man. We're not doing this. I actually believe they're married. They're definitely married. Shia LaBeouf got a bunch of marriages, I bet. For some reason, I think Shia LaBeouf been married a bunch of times. He's probably still married. Yeah, no, he handles everything the best. I will say that. The only thing he didn't handle the best was that art project he did where he sat out there and let people fuck him up. That was not handled good. I'd actually never do that. But I guess it's some art project. Yeah, that's when he's full crazy, so. I'm never full crazy. I'm the same all the time, dude. Well, Shia LaBeouf made a ton of money. Shia LaBeouf got drunk in New Orleans too. Shia LaBeouf just wants to spend his money on what he wants to do. And honestly, that seems like going to Comic-Con for like the one-time interviews because the people at Comic-Con like him. And then that pretty much.
How, like, the prison industrial complex is caused by white people and how white people are bad. When in reality we just conquered this land and things of that nature. Not all ethnicities are created equal. How come Africa is still in the Stone Age if you go to villages? How come if I go to India they're living in a shithole and there's trash on the street?
What could happen to bring the country together?
Literally nothing.
America will survive another 250 if there is a conservative revolution and we have reformation and more religious values instilled in school and in families, and we bring back the nuclear family unit.
Is the American dream still alive? Yes.
Of course.
What is the American dream?
Be free and don't take shit.
Gen Z.
Don't take orders from no one else besides boss, like Republicans. Yeah.
I love America. Happy 250th birthday to America, but fuck everyone running here, honestly.
Anybody that's up in office, fuck you, America.
Country's corrupt, brother. What can I say? Right. From the government.
That's what I mean, that's legendary. He did say he came from Circus Clowns. He's got the Steve-O background, but the Steve-O background succeeded. Like, his family lived off it. Steve-O just did drugs. Yeah, dude. Clown school, dude.
So after the summer of love, after Vietnam, when America was at its most tense moment, how did that compare to right now?
It's comparable. I mean, we've always had conflicts. And if you go back in history, that's why if you don't look at history, you don't learn from history. In my own
Steve-O reminds me of those kids that are rich that got into Streamer University.
It's cool to differentiate like
Is that he got into Jackass.
And it's such a weird divide in this specific valley already. This is another little point on top of that.
And for some reason, I feel like Johnny Knoxville has a music background.
Where or are you yeehaw and the fashion sense? I actually like that. I feel like that's a real freedom. You could be anybody here. We live
But we all know Steve-O's dad owned fucking everything. Steve-O's dad was fucking CEO of Pepsi or some shit. Steve-O's dad was so rich.
I mean, that's kind of an obvious thing. Have you heard of zoochosis? No. Zoochosis is when animals in a zoo become insane because they're trapped in a zoo, and I feel like people in cities start to develop these neuroses because they're not free.
Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville are suspicious.
That's me and that's him.
I like that Bam's parents don't even care. They just still call him Knoxville.
That was a good time though.
I've switched sides.
Bam's parents don't care.
No, I didn't say that.
Bam's parents just are like, let's just fix it.
Toilet in the glacier mines and say yeehaw a little more often. It's kind of a high control culture. So it's like, I feel like there's, fundamentalist Christianity, and then there's, this is going to
Some lady pouring out her drink.
And not to mention, I would argue that Portland leftists alone may have doubled the MAGA movement inside.
Steve-O sells skateboards like he's a pro skateboarder.
Is there one particular detail where someone can be spotted as a Portland leftist?
Now, if you're doing a skateboard as an artist, like an art project, that's one thing. But he was just driving around trying to sell skateboards with his face on.
First of all, I would never call a mentally disabled person retarded. Nor would I call a gay person gay.
Yeah, no, Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville and that Jeff guy. And I'm not gonna say Wee Man did anything. Wee Man just kind of was like stuck in the middle of it. And I usually am not on the midget side, but I think Wee Man's the best midget ever to exist. He's one of them. He's the top 5. He's the top 5 midgets. Fucking Wee Man. Yeah. Whoever won this video, I'm missing.
And if you go back in history, that's why if you don't look at history, you don't learn from history. In my own family, I've got 2 on one side of the party, 2 on the other side of the party, but we still get along because we have a lot more in common than we have different.
It's cool to differentiate like American nationalism from like Americana cultural appreciation.
I agree, and it's such a weird divide in this specific valley already. This is another little point on top of that. We kind of like to play the game of the car launch of, are you a queer or are you yeehaw? And the fashion sense is so blended, but I actually like that. I feel like that's a real freedom. You could be anybody here. We live rural out here, and then also in like rural California, so we're kind of back and forth. And I strongly prefer rural communities. Social connections are much stronger in these smaller communities. I mean, that's kind of an obvious thing. But heard of zoochosis? No. Zoochosis is when animals in a zoo become insane because they're trapped in a zoo, and I feel like people in cities start to develop these neuroses because they're not free.
Shit.
So I've actually met this man before. That's me and that's him. In 2020 in a land that should not be. I've switched sides. I've actually met this man before.
This is like the same way that people move to fucking Vermont to become liberals, like, and then convert, even though they're not converting there, they're just being liberals. But the liberals went to Alaska to convert. This one was in another video on Channel 5. In Antifa, now in Alaska. That actually made me laugh.
I didn't say that. I just
That made me actually laugh.
Glacier View, and I work in the toilet in the glacier mines, and say yeehaw a little more often. It's kind of a high control.
Well, the ones that want to become swingers might come here, but these ones went to Alaska. They wanted to convert out of it. Like Alaska to free.
Sure. So it's like, I feel like there's, fundamentalist Christianity, and then there's, this is going to probably piss people off, but fundamentalist leftism.
Yeah, it's more carceral than
It is a lot
anything.
more carceral,
And not to
a lot
mention,
more punitive.
I would argue that Portland leftists alone may have doubled the MAGA movement itself.
I agree. They sort of pissed off the people.
Is there one particular detail
Honestly, I don't like these smarty pants city people moving to rural lands. I think they should, but I don't like when they do it just for political reasons. They should do it because they want to.
I'm neutral on the R star.
Well, first of all, I would never call a mentally disabled person retarded. Nor would I call a gay person gay.
It's about reading context.
Like, if you have a friend who's being
They should do it like, I want to raise
nothing to
chickens.
do with sexuality.
Exactly. I agree. They're just being gay.
Like, literally.
Or gay. Yeah.
I'm a Alaskan chicken. Alaskan bird.
Bastante choqueante, la verdad, ver cómo el americano disfruta ver destruir cosas, ¿no?
¿Y qué aprendiste sobre la historia americana?
Que lo que más aman es la libertad. Para muchos, libertad significa diferentes cosas. También aprendí que algunos son muy orgullosos de los que verdad vale la pena, y algunos son orgullosos de los que lo usan como un discurso.
No, that is.
Les gusta más.
That sounds like Florida stuff.
Bueno, el problema es Estados Unidos es muy nuevo. So, para cada persona es una cosa diferente.
Ven diferente la libertad. Trabajar mucho, algo que sea muy cierto, que también pasa en el mexicano, de no disfrutas de tu dinero ni disfrutas de tu vida por estar mucho en el trabajo, y al final solamente estás sobreviviendo, ni siquiera estás viviendo, ¿no? Nada más salió para el otro día y para el otro día, y ni siquiera hay tiempo de disfrutar a tu familia ni disfrutar tu mismo país, ¿no? Es interesante. Hasta ahorita lo que llevo, bien. Creo que empecé con el pie izquierdo conociendo Alaska, pero yo sé que otros estados me pueden hacer.
¿Tienes más preguntas sobre la vida americana después de este evento?
Demasiadas. ¿Qué
son 3 preguntas que quieres?
¿Por qué les gusta tanto la locura? O sea, entiendo que están locos, pero ¿por qué les encanta este justo como esa dopamina del avión?
In Connecticut, I don't know what they used to do. They do all kinds of. They have dog races here.
De ver algo explotar.
They used to have a stadium, and they don't do it anymore. But they used to do horse races and dog races every day. I think they even did like a different animals race too. I forgot what it was.
Las preguntas que tengo es acerca de su gastronomía. Me interesaría saber más. Sé que no son tan ricos en gastronomía, son una fusión de todas las gastronomías del mundo, pero me interesa probar algo originario que sí haya nacido aquí. A ver qué es lo que más me llama la atención, y sus estilos de vida en diferentes estados es lo que me gustaría conocer también.
Eso es la plan. Empezamos la aventura americana.
Carajo. Sin visa, no hay pedo.
You're struggling with depression and not feeling the comfort and peace that you need. I want you to meet with missionaries like me from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We can help you lift your burdens to the gospel of Jesus Christ, which has a message.
There was a
of love.
dog fighting thing in Connecticut, and it was really bad. I forgot who it was. I don't think it was Michael Vick though. This guy's name is Don Pagan. That's crazy, man. That's a fucking crazy name. That's a police officer's name. I've never even seen that. Is that even a real name? Michael Vick Should have got the OJ treatment. He should have been in jail till like ever. There's not really dog fights in Connecticut, just people fighting over their dog and shooting each other in Connecticut. There was a William Tong the dog fighter. That's a crazy name. No, OJ should literally be dead. What do you mean? OJ should have been fucking on the death row. Electric chair. I think it was legal wherever he was. Look at that needle thing. OJ's the most guilty person ever. He had Kardashian, the elder Kardashian, on his side. And Robert Kardashian. But it's probably because he's sleeping with Kim Kardashian's mom. There's something going on with that. So we're like, oh, OJ's out. So we went and hung out with him. I'm being straight up though. OJ should have had at least his hands cut off for the glove thing. That's the one thing that America got fucked up. If they just let criminals lose their hands, like if crimes, there should be a in between of death penalty and life in prison where you lose your hands. Because a lot of people aren't scared of prison, but they're scared of losing their hands. Which doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't. I'm not scared of shit, but I'm just saying for people's levels of being scared, people would not do crimes if you lose your hands. Like, I'm just telling you that right now. That is the only thing that they got right in the Middle East. The only problem is they'll do it for something minimum. Like if you steal something, you'll lose your hands. I mean, I don't know. That's a little harsh. Maybe if you get caught stealing something 100 times or you steal like $100 million, yeah. Then you lose your hands. He shouldn't have been able to write shit. He shouldn't even have his hands. OJ should not have hands. And I know he didn't write any of that. He just paid someone. He just paid someone and they just asked him, like, did you kill her? And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, we gotta make it not seem like that. We're gonna have the editor fix it. And it still is bad. Yeah, OJ doesn't deserve his hands. He'd be so mad because he was a wide receiver. Hands gotta go. I gotta end this stream. I gotta go inside. It's time. In a minute. I'll end it maybe while I'm walking. But I gotta put this shit out. I gotta gamble. I see people roasting Asmongold, saying his girlfriend's changing him. Asmongold needs to stand on his business and say he's not fixing his health. Asmongold's simping. Which is understandable. Asmongold's getting old. And another problem I saw is that, did you know that Asmongold's girlfriend is a top OnlyFans or whatever? She already was a top OnlyFans, and he's known her for 4 years apparently. She's a top OnlyFans. Asmon is a hyper anime guru. And he just doesn't care. I'm serious. That's just so funny. Asmon always took L's, always roasted him. At least Mizkif admitted they didn't care. He's like, yeah, dude. They're my friends. Yeah. They went to my house. That's basically admitting it. He's like, yeah. And then fucking Asmongold's like, well, he didn't even say that part. He won't even say it. But there's a thing that I saw that someone said that this girl was already rich from OnlyFans or some shit. Or whatever the fuck it is. Fucking knockoff OnlyFans. Not even OnlyFans. What's the other one? They said it in the video. I don't fucking know. Fan World. It doesn't have the only in it. It's just like Fan or Fan World. Maybe it's just Fan. Maybe it's just a fan. But that shit is unbelievable. That shit is unbelievable. I was like, Asmongold. What? You don't know Asmongold's last girlfriend. Asmon's last girlfriend was Turbo Ho. And she was actually really nice. I've talked to her. believe it or not, I talked to Asmongold's last girlfriend. A long time ago. No, this is before OTK. This is when he did Streamer House and he was leeching. I don't think you even know this era. No, this is even worse, Jimmy. This is when he was leeching from IRL. I don't even want to say the girl's name, because I want to see who you think I'm talking about, and I'll tell you who it actually is if you can't guess. I've talked to this person multiple times. They're a legend in the world. They're actually a good streamer. Quit streaming completely. No, she actually wasn't a turbo host. She was just probably like a little messed up. There's no OnlyFans or anything, so she wasn't like a porn star. Yeah, Pink Sparkles. There you go. But that was pre-OTK. And Asmon, I think, wouldn't clean his thing and like spiffing up, and she didn't want to. She didn't like him. Like it didn't work out, and that was a long time ago. But then after, what did she end up doing? She just quit streaming forever. Pretty much. And that's how that goes. And then there's a lot of people out there, but I think she just looked like Turbo. She wasn't actually Turbo. She's like early Moxie. But the thing is that Asmongold on his degeneracy, bro. Asmongold really on his degeneracy. That was the gayest Asmon. This is the even gayester Asmon. Well, he was just mad that he wasn't dating Emaru, and now I think he can't date Emaru. Like, he just can't. So he's dating OnlyFans Maru. Honestly, I feel bad for those people, dude. Even if it is OnlyFans Maru, dude, I still feel bad for OnlyFans Maru, dude. They're all people. They're just, at the end of the day, he's cooked. Asmongold's cooked, dude. He don't care about nothing no more. After Hassan disappeared from the internet, Asmongold lost his drive on the internet. So now he has to get a girlfriend. And that's his new content. He went viral for it. Asmongold, the top donator. That'd be actually crazy. Honestly, if it was just because he's a streamer, she was like a rich, famous, whatever. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but if he's the top donator, that's even funnier. I'm not even gonna lie. He's probably like, yeah, I am. He's like, yeah, I am. Why does it make a difference? And then he puts his eyebrow up, he'd be like, well, he'd be like, come on, guys. I got a call. Yeah, I probably do, but he does gotta do that. His girlfriend. But I don't think he's gonna have a donut goal for marriage. I think he's gonna just make her to delete it. Then it won't even matter, I guess. Or he'll never do that and he'll just be in on it and make the money too. He'll be like, well, money's money at the end of the day. He's like, it's still money though. That shit's crazy, I'm not even gonna lie. And he's leaving it up. He didn't make her delete it. It's all on there apparently. That's what all the slop tubers said. The slop tubers are going crazy. They're having a nightmare. Man, maybe he is Nick Lee's protege. He's like, I gotta learn a thing or two from Nick Lee. I like Nick Lee. I'm not gonna lie, Nick Lee says some cook shit sometimes. But Nick Lee is not terrible. Vagabond's better than Nick Lee when it comes to being right. But Nick Lee is funny. He's a funny guy. Nick Lee's his own character. I'm happy Nick Lee became a character. Nick Lee's alright. I'll watch out for the other Nicks. But Nick Lee is alright, but I would never do what Nick Lee does, ever. You couldn't pay me to do that. You couldn't pay me the $100 million he got. Alright, son.